Okay, hopefully whoever's watching this can hear me. Hopefully I can hear me because all of this is hopefully going to be for me. My name is Brian Butler, and this is the start of my journey, I guess, from where I'm at moving forward. Um, I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 on February 22nd. I was born in 1997. Okay, we're gonna skip that. This is like super weird for me because I have been on and off of YouTube, like making videos and watching for literally so long, like from like the early 2000s, I think, or like yeah, like maybe 2006, 2007 was when I started watching, and then I got so inspired to start making videos, and um, I used to do so many different things like sketch comedy. I used to make like gaming videos. I think I tried like making like cooking videos, like I think making food or whatever. I've done so many different things, vlogs, like all different kinds of stuff. And YouTube has always been like an outlet for me to kind of just like be myself and like do what I want to do. And it's so weird because I have been making videos like up until like recently, like 2017, maybe even 2018. I have videos on this channel, but I don't know. Life has all these different types of things, you know, for me, and I've kind of had to like deal with things, and it's rough because there's like so much backstory with like me and my life, but and hopefully I can get into that like in other videos and just moving forward as I like begin this whatever this is. But I do know that I wanted to like document all of it somehow, and I thought that my YouTube channel would be perfect because YouTube is still around. Like a lot of people still upload and still like engage in other like people's videos and content. So maybe hopefully if a few people start watching this, like I don't know, I can make some friends along the way. Like I don't know. YouTube has always been like weird for me because I've never wanted to do it to like get popular and get followers. Like maybe at some points, like when I was making content, I was thinking about it because I was inspired by other, bigger YouTubers that were making a living off of like making videos. So, I mean, the thought has definitely crossed my mind. But I don't know. I've always wanted to make videos for fun and just do it for me. And I've kind of lost that, and it's been kind of cloudy because, like, I'll start making videos and it'll be for me, but then, I'm like worried about views and like getting subscribers and things, and it's just that's not like what's important to me. Like, it's all well, it was, but now growing up and getting older, like now it's like kind of more, like I said, for me. And I just want to be able to look at these videos like 10, 20 years along the line and see like where I was at and like how I was feeling and like just how I've grown from it. So that is the ultimate goal. I have like some notes on my phone because I like don't want to like fall off track because I tend to do that like a lot. And I don't think all my videos are going to be on a webcam. I have like my phone, and then I also have like an actual camera, but I need to like figure out how to use it and like film properly and find good lighting and stuff because it's just a little bit hard to use for me. Um, but the first video is going to be on a shitty webcam, so I apologize. And also, if you can't hear me, or if I can't hear myself while I'm editing this, like, it's whatever. Like, I felt like I needed to make this video just like right now because I've been thinking about it all day. And I feel like if I don't do it now, like, I'm not going to do it at all because that's just like who I am. Like, I'm very driven, but also with some things, especially things I'm insecure about. Like I tend to like get all these ideas in my head, and then maybe I'll actually go through with it a little bit, but then I'll kind of just like not lose interest, but lose motivation and inspiration, or I get insecure and scared that like I'm not really gonna get anywhere with what I'm doing. So I just kind of like stop. And that's not like a good way of doing like really anything. So by making this video and like trying to move forward, like hopefully things will start looking up and getting better for me in my life. My life is very complicated. It has so many different components that hopefully I can get into partly now and then like moving forward in other videos. Just like when it comes up, I can talk about it or whatever. But basically, like life is weird because I've moved around a lot since I was 18. I'm 22 now, so it's been like almost 5 years now. And I've just been moving around a lot, like not really stationed in one place. I went to school. I'm actually wearing a CMU hoodie right now. I went to Central Michigan University starting in 2015, and then I ended up leaving um, after the first semester because there was a lot going on with my family and I wasn't doing too well academically. It was just a lot of stress. So I came home and then, you know, um, I was taking care of my mom. My mom was very sick at the time. And I felt like I just needed to be here for like my family, for my mom, like for everyone. So I came home for me and for everyone, tried to help out as much as I possibly could, and things just got a little messy. So, and I'm not going into detail about that. I don't know if I'm ever gonna, but we'll see what happens moving forward. But basically, just a lot of shit happened, and um, yeah, I ended up moving out and kind of starting to do my own thing. Um, and it's been a freaking whirlwind for sure. So many stories. Like, I don't even know where to begin, but I ended up working a lot. Like, I had two jobs that I was working. I was working at a restaurant and a clothing store, and I worked there both every day. Like, I would either open one place and close the other, or vice versa. I did that every day. Um, and I was trying to save money. I also got myself into some legal troubles, so I was on probation for like a year and a half. That was from like 20, oh my gosh, like it was literally on New Year's Eve that I got arrested of 2016 into 2017. So I was on probation from 2017 until like March of 2018. So like a year and a half. Like, and that was crazy in itself, and I can go into that too in a different video. But yeah, so I was working my butt off, like, trying to provide for myself, pay my freaking debts and bills, and just stay afloat. And I ended up doing that pretty well for a while. And I actually did end up transferring back to Central Michigan in, I believe, 2017. And I was there for the spring semester of that year, 2016, 2017. And then I ended up getting to go back last year for the 2018-2019 year. Um, but because of financial reasons, I ended up having to drop out again um, after the fall semester of the 2018-2019 school year. And I've been out of college ever since. Um, when I was there, I um, danced and I acted and I sang. I was undecided for a really long time, but this last year that I was there, the 2018-2019 year, I ended up signing a music theater major. So that was really, 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 really cool because that was something that I had been working for since I got there. Like that was the goal, but the timing was just never right. But I was still taking class, I was training, I was like working really hard, and I ended up auditioning and getting into the program. So that was so freaking amazing. And in that year, I got to be on TV for the second time. It was on Mount Pleasant's like live news to promote like a show that I was a part of that I actually was the lead in, which was super cool because that was my first like major college show, my first main stage show. It was the first time I was acting and singing since um, 2015 when I was in high school. I was still performing a crap ton up until that point, but I was doing more like a cappella shows and like dance shows, and like I was really like working on my dance while when I first got there before I actually signed the major. And then when I signed, it was just like full fledged, like voice lessons. Like I was taking acting, and I was doing all of that before, but like it was just, it was nice to finally have the title and be able to say that like I worked to this, so, or worked to that. So dropping out was like very, very weird for me and very hard because like I just was not expecting that to happen. Like going back, I was ready for another full year. Like I was super excited. I had a lot of great things going for me, and it all ended up like completely flipping like on me, and it was really hard to deal with, and it's still kind of hard to deal with because it was still so recent that I ended up having to come home and stuff like that. So I've been trying to deal with that, and just like I said, a bunch of other things that I can go in detail about later. But the whole point was, is like my dreams and my goals are to be a performer. I'm very like theater based. Like I've been doing theater for a while, and I just started dabbling in a little bit of film um, this last year when I was there. But I really would love to be on stage or to be on camera, like doing a TV show or a movie would be like so like freaking awesome. Um, I also am so deeply invested in music, and music has like changed my life and has kept me here and grounded for so long. Like, I really would love to like write my own music and to sing like some of my own original stuff. Um, it's so like, I feel like I'm so lucky to be able to say that I'm like able to sing and act and dance because those things are like such wonderful outlets to express yourself. And I feel like I've had a very like, I don't like want to be all dramatic because like that's just not me, but I just feel like my life has been pretty rough. Especially this last year and a half because I've been dealing with a lot of like personal things with my mental health and just like being confused about where I'm going, like what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Um, and I know what I want for myself, but I haven't really been able to achieve those goals. And then like I was at school, so I thought that I was like, finally getting to do what I want to do, and then I ended up having to drop out. So it's been very difficult to like pinpoint what exactly I'm supposed to be doing, but I really have been trying to keep like a level head and a positive, like optimistic mindset because I feel like that is like the only way that I'll be able to get to where I want to go by like not taking no for an answer and not getting too discouraged even when I feel like the odds are stacked against me, and just trying to keep moving forward constantly, like, and not letting things drag me down. And I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately and being just way too insecure and anxious. So I haven't been able to really like thrive or do like the things that I have been thinking about for so long. Like it took me years to finally like get into the music theater program at CMU because I was just so like doubtful of like what I was actually able to do. Um, I don't take compliments very well, which is what I've been trying to work on. Excuse me. I've been trying to work on taking like compliments and not like thinking that people are lying to me when they're saying that like, hey, you sing well, or hey, you do a really good job at what you do. Um, I don't know. I feel like that's been a really tough obstacle for me to like get across because I don't know. Like I'm a perfectionist and like nothing I ever feel like I do is like good, and I've only really felt like great about like I can count on one hand how many performances I've actually like felt really good about. Um, and that's like just being a musician and being an artist in general. Like you're always going to be super critical of your work, but I just let it get to me too much, like to the point to where it stops me from doing anything. Like even when it comes down to me like being alone and like trying to work on my own and write or dance, like I feel like I can't even do that sometimes. Like I just tell myself, oh my gosh, excuse me. I tell myself that I'm not good enough, but in reality, I just need to get over myself and like I know what my abilities are and I did go to school for a little while and learned a lot and met a lot of great people, talented people. So I do like know what I'm doing. Like and I just need to get out of my head and stop thinking that like, I'm destined for nothing. I know that I have a purpose that's bigger than what I'm doing now. And I know that that is deeply rooted through like music and just making art. Because, like I said, I also love to dance. And I've also like found a passion of acting with the show that I did with the last show big main stage show I did at CMU. It was an Indian play that was directed by. We had a guest director that year from India, and he came and he taught us like you know so many amazing and different things about like what sets like Indian theater apart from like American theater, and it was like I was mind blown, and I posted about it on my Instagram and said that it was life changing, and it really was a life changing experience, and I feel like it opened my eyes to so many different like new techniques to implement into my acting and my character building and character analysis, even like all of it. Like I feel like I can do so much more. um so basically I've learned like a ton at CMU that I can use moving forward now while I'm here, like not in school and like trying to like I don't know, express myself in the way that I want to express myself and also get paid for it, cuz honestly like I would love to be able to like I said, write my music and maybe tour. Like I've really never been outside of my hometown and out of Michigan. Like and I'd love to see more of the world and like leave the country and like actually like, see places. And I'd also love to perform in like different countries and different places. Like and whether that be like me writing original music and getting to tour with that, or like maybe booking a national tour on Broadway and touring like with a show, like any of that would be wonderful. Getting to do a TV show and film in a different state, or honestly, like the possibilities are endless, and I feel like I said, being a triple threat like that, like opens up so many more doors. Um, and I have so many ideas of things that I want to do, like, and I've already started writing, which is good, but I need to like write more and like every day, not every day, just like when I'm feeling inspired, which I have been lately, like writing it down. I've had a lot of ideas for songs, like just based off of like my real life experiences, like with stuff that's happened at school, because a lot of people, like including my friends and family, like don't even know a lot of the things that I experienced, like while I was at CMU. Like I've kind of been like a lone wolf, like over these last 4 years especially, but like I just feel like throughout my whole life I've kind of always felt like the odd one out, and like everyone is here and I'm here. Like it's always been like that, like that people don't really like understand me fully, and I've been working on that with myself too, trying to open up more, trying to talk more about like how I'm feeling and like my life and stuff like that, and not like holding all of that shit in. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times, like I get like blank stares almost, like when I talk, and I know I talk a lot, so like it's a lot to take in sometimes, but I don't know, I just feel like people just don't fully understand, what it's like being me and like trying to like, make money to like live, but also like trying to be happy at the same time. Because like I was saying before, like I've been having a lot of problems with my mental health, and like mental health is so important to me, and like making sure that I'm taking care of myself is like very important now. But so if I'm not happy, like it's really important for me to like figure out what's like making me unhappy and like trying to fix it rather than like letting it, you know, continue to make me unhappy, because the end result for me personally is just never good. You know, I've had a lot of downs, like a lot. And I'm still dealing with them now, but I'm trying to find better ways to, you know, cope with like what's going on in my life, and like not always like go straight to getting angry, or, just trying to like live my life healthier. And I feel like that will do wonders for, what I'm trying to do now in terms of like making music and choreographing my own pieces, and like acting on major shows and on major stages. Like that's what's going on for me. Like, and I was apprehensive about it for all through high school, and even like the first like couple years that I was going to college. I was so like back and forth, like I don't know if this is right for me. But after being on stage like this last year, and like just, you know, the people I've met and the opportunities I've gotten, like I just know that this is like something that I almost feel like I'm destined to do. And I'm not going to quit, because I work very hard and I'm a very driven person. And, if I have my mind set on things, like they don't go away until, you know, I've conquered it. So, and that's good and bad things, because that can even like relate to like my mental health, because I've got a lot of obstacles across in that department, and a lot of, things to figure out. But I'm hoping that if I work on them both at the same time in terms of my mental health and my career, and work on them, equally and consistently, then, things will start getting better for me. I'll start getting more opportunities because I'll be doing more, like, and I'll be happy again. Because ultimately, the end goal with these videos and with my career and everything is I just want to be me again, like the old me that was happy all the time, and, just so like optimistic about life. I feel like part of me, part of that me is still in me, because it's gotten me through like now, which is I feel like one of my lowest points. Um, but it's just not there enough anymore, to the point where I feel like I can move forward and get through this without, the proper help, and without changing some things just in my life in general. I have been talking for over 20 minutes now, and it's 11:30 at night, and I have to work in the morning. Um, I knew this was going to take a minute because I had a lot in my mind and a lot to say. Um, but I guess the point of this whole video, and I'm trying to make it where like I don't forget that like these videos are for me, like to watch myself grow, and to watch myself learn, and to watch myself thrive, and to watch myself get knocked down a few times, because that's life, and life is going to continue to throw crazy fucking obstacles at me, but I'm not going to back down, and I'm not going to give up until I get to where I want to go. And I've got a lot of plans. I keep saying a lot, but I have a lot of goals. Um, really quick to conclude this, I'm just gonna um, go over some of the things that like I've been thinking about a little bit, like throughout today and just the last few days about like what I want to do to start moving forward. The first thing I put was networking, and I've already DM'd someone that has been making her own music for a little while, and she was actually on American Idol, which is so freaking cool. I met her when I was in middle school, I think. So that was super cool to see her, on TV and to hear her sing because she's just so amazingly talented. Her name is Malaya, by the way. Um, I'll link her down below. You should check her out. She's on SoundCloud. But uh, yeah, I sent her a DM. I don't know if she's gonna reply, to be honest. Um, but hopefully she does. It. I just basically asked her like what like her inspirations are, like how she got started, like if she like makes her own sound, because that's like the biggest thing for me. Like I've been writing like lyrics per se, or I've been writing, but I don't really know how I want to go about putting music to the words. And I'm inspired by so many different kinds of artists. Like I love spoken word, and I love artists that have a good mixture of like speaking and singing. Um, Lately, and by lately I mean like over the last few years, I've been really grasping onto rap only because like there are a lot of rap artists that like rap and then they rap and they sing, like Drake, J. Cole does even, Kendrick Lamar, Chance the Rapper, like so many like great artists that like they don't just rap, like I don't know. I've been inspired by them. And then I also love like lyrics and like so I'm inspired by Sia because of that, and like Khalid has really amazing like relatable lyrics. Um, I'm just inspired by like a lot of different things, and I want my sound to be like something that's like unique to me, and like something that's just not like what I hear on the radio. I don't want to be like too like oddball because ultimately I do care about the words too, so I want that to shine through so that, if there is someone who's struggling with the same things that I've gone through or am going through, like they can hear that someone else has gone through that and can relate to it. Um, so I don't know. I've got like a lot of like different things, but I'm hoping if maybe I can like talk to someone who does know how to like make like make a sound, like make music. like um I can get with them. I have a couple friends in mind. And I can like start recording some stuff, like maybe an EP, not in a full album. Like I'm definitely not there yet, like because I've just kind of gotten started with writing in general, but definitely have been thinking about like a 3 or 4 song EP, just to test out the waters and see like how I do. Um, I feel like a lot of my life I like have never really gotten a chance. Like I've been singing for a while, but I feel like because I don't exude a ton of confidence in my singing voice, like people don't really like want to give me an opportunity because like I feel like I've auditioned for so many solos and like just didn't get them, and like I know that that's all a part of like what I'm doing, and I'm like totally fine with the rejection and everything, and I get like maybe my voice wasn't right for the song, like there's just so many things that go into that, so I'm not like too like upset about it, but it's just like maybe when I write my own music and I like make my own like shit, like this is my opportunity to showcase like my voice and like what I've got, because I've been working my ass off. Like when I say this, like I mean this wholeheartedly. I've been working so hard, like, and I feel like this is my time. I think I need to like really take this year by the balls, and by this year I mean 2020, because 2019 is like almost over. And I need to stop saying, oh, this next year will be my year, and I need to just make it my year. Like, I just need to go ham because I've got so many amazing people that support me, and I've got so many ideas in this big old brain of mine. And I know I can make some wonderful things in terms of singing and making music, in terms of dancing and creating my own pieces. Like, I've always thought about like making my own like concept videos, like to put on my YouTube channel, like of my own choreography. Like I'm so inspired by all of these different YouTubers that like make their own pieces and teach classes, like Jake Kodish and like JoJo Gomez and Trisha Miranda and Brian Friedman, Blake McGrath. Like the list goes on and on and on. Like Galen Hooks, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Galen. Um, so many people like, and I have like a whole Instagram like archive of like dance videos that inspire me. I've made one about singing videos. Like I'm really trying to like pinpoint like what it is that like I do best in all of these like areas. I think with singing, like I said, like I need to reach out to some people and like just like start collaborating and like learning so that I can like start making my own stuff. And with dancing, like I've been working a lot on improv and like having a lot of dance sessions where I put on like certain songs and I try and like just feel the music. Like I need to get back into that. Like um I'm like so off track like of what I was like saying in the beginning, but like I said, like I've got so many ideas in my head that have just been sitting in my head. Like it's crazy. And I'm hoping that moving forward after this long ass video of me like talking about like what it is I need to do, like I will do it. Um I'm working at a couple jobs right now, so I'm very tired all the time and it's just so hard to like want to like do things like when I get home, but I'm hoping that like, you know, slowly but surely I can get my shit together because I really like don't want to be stuck doing what I'm doing right now because like yeah, I'm working and I'm making money, but like it's not worth it if I'm not happy, you know? And I can wholeheartedly say that right now I'm not happy with where I'm at and what I'm doing in my life. And it's so crazy that I'm saying that on camera right now. And it, it does suck. But I know that this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I've got so many big things that are just waiting for me. They're waiting. I just gotta get to it. You know? This video was a lot. It's been over a half hour. I'm gonna edit this up. Maybe I'll upload the whole thing, just raw footage. But this is the beginning of something great. And and this is me talking to me, you are going to do some wonderful, wonderful things. You are going to inspire many. You are going to make art that you're proud of, that you've always wanted to make. You just gotta get up off that ass and do it. That is it. I look so rough right now, but I'm getting a haircut in tomorrow, actually, I think. I finally get paid. Finally am getting up a damn paycheck from one of my jobs. So I'm going to splurge and get a haircut and start fresh. I've got a wedding to go to on Saturday. This is like so off topic, but I feel like now, like after talking about some serious stuff, I don't even know like what I covered really. Like it was so much, but it's going to be Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'm so delirious right now because it is late, but this, I'm glad I did this. Like, really, honestly. And I think I am just gonna upload this whole fucking 35-minute video just raw, unedited. Because this is for me. Like, this is where I'm beginning. And I'm hoping that in the months to come, the years to come, like, I am doing things that I love. I think that I might rejoin the acapella group that I did over the summer. Excuse my words. I might rejoin an acapella group called the Something Singers that I did over the summer, which was a huge success. They're having a concert in the winter, and they asked me if I wanted to do it. So I think that for my sake, I'm gonna do it because, like, I have not really gotten an opportunity to like really make any music and really like do what I love and what I was born to do. And so I can do some acapella this winter. I am thinking about auditioning for an equity theater in Detroit uh, for, I believe, the spring or the summer. So I've got that in mind. So many freaking things planned in my head, and I'm really just crossing my fingers that if I just, get better habits, work on my mental health, like, really just try. Like, I'll be happy. I'll be doing what I love, and people will love what I'm doing, and it'll be great. That is about it for this video. Thank you to whoever's watching. I don't really know if I care if people are watching or not because, like I said, I want this all to be for me. But if anyone is watching, comment down below. I don't know. My channel has videos on it from before, so it's like, who knows whose subscription box this will pop up in. So, what's up? If you made it through this whole freaking video, comment something random down below, and I'll know that you made it. Love you. I love myself. Goodbye. Good night.